Hey guys, TehJew22 here, and welcome to another edition of TehJew22 Talks. And my previous guest now holds the the record for the longest interview overall, and his name is Rick XDN. Very good guy. Do check him out when you get a chance to. But my next guest, or should I say guests, are part of a group, and they did a retsuprey of me. And I want to welcome both individual members as well as the group known as Dritssekk.
Yes.
And we're going to start with the founding member first.
Well, technically I'm not the founding member, I'm the co-founder because it was originally RetroactivePhantom and myself. But since he's completely left YouTube, I've enlisted the help of my good buddy Super Saiyan DragonBallzX4x 6 007. And yeah, that's where we're at now.
Okay. To those who don't know, who are you?
Oh yeah. My main shit is JazawaToad. So I'm Jazawa.
You're Jazawa, and of course your partner in crime.
Today, my name is Exceeding Magnarok-Toad 64x4x. And today, we'll be sitting here going through a somehow dual commentary, whatever you want to call it, in this interview with TehJew22 on his channel.
Yes.
And he's going to be reviewing Dritsekt 2.0, since 1.0 Retroactive started to have a life, and leave YouTube forever because he thinks life is better than wasting your life on the internet with some ginger faggot from
Texas. Always remember.
Wow.
Buckle your safety belts, because this is XX DragonBallzX4x.
Yes.
What is up, my Saiyan gamers?
Yes, this is Dragon Ball Z X4.
Today, in the next episode, GT.
The next episode.
This is XX DragonBallzX4x.
Well.
Or just call him DBZ. That's what everybody calls him.
Alright, DBZ it is. Well, you guys are very funny. In fact, these guys are hilarious. I cannot stop laughing every time I'm with them. But
except when we offend you with things we say.
Oh, right.
Well, yeah, but we have to do that at some point.
Fuck off.
But I guess the first thing we could start with was JazawaToad, if only because I've first heard about him. When did you start YouTube?
4 years ago.
4 years? Wow.
4 years ago, as of roughly April this year, May of this year, it will be 4 years, and it has been very, very unproductive because if you go and look at my channel, I've not completed many Let's Plays. Mostly to do with the fact that it is off and on since I've started. I've had a very, very, very hard time recording videos, so now I'm trying to pick it up. But yeah, 4 years ago, and yeah, this is a great way to stay in shape. Boy.
Great. And then, of course, what about DBZ? When did you start?
Well, with this channel I'm currently on, I started, I want to say roughly close to 4 years ago, but I had like a fake channel because, lol. I started that. I only used that to watch and comment on stuff. I was like maybe 6 years ago or so, 5. It was back around when a group called Crystal Star Studios was starting out. I believe that was like 2011 of like January.
Oh wow.
And I'm trying to fucking think. I know I was around before No Pro Hero started, which is that's an old Let's Player that everyone liked, and then he just dropped off the face of the earth. So roughly around late 2010-ish, 2011-ish, around that time.
Wow.
I was watching around Let's Plays and talking to people on my fake account because I was 6 years ago. I was like probably 13 at the time, 13 or 14-ish. And of course, I was like, oh, nobody wants to be friends with me. I need to lie about my age. Say I'm like 20 or whatever. Because nobody wanted to be friends with a little kid. So that was my mind. That was my mindset. So
Well, if we want to go that far, I've had this account since like 2012, but I never used it until 4 years ago. Like I used it for commenting, watching videos, but I didn't upload until about 4 years ago. So
yeah, I didn't upload until like 3 years or so ago.
Yeah,
because I was just random shit. I was like, no.
Yep.
That's amazing. And then, of course, then there's Dritssekk. When we mentioned that at the start of the show, but I mean, how did Dritssekk get started?
Oh, that was actually that's a good story right there. So
That's interesting, actually.
basically, Chris and myself have always liked watching the original Dritsekt work, which is Diabetes and Slow Beef, for those of you who do not know, and they're the guys who like basically started Let's Playing. But they made their own. They've had Dritsekt for ages, and they make what are called Dritsekt, like what we call our videos, but they call them Dritsekt because it's kind of like how a Japanese person would say Let's Play Dritsekt. So that's where the term Dritsekt comes from. And it's where you watch, say a bad Let's Play video and you commentate over the bad Let's Play and just laugh at it and crack jokes about, this and that and the person's personality that sticks out or lack of personality or, lack of quality, so forth and so on. Basically, just watch a bad Let's Play video and make fun of it because it's fun. And that's what they've been doing for years on end. And Chris, RetroactivePhantom, and myself enjoyed those and decided we should take a shot at that. And after just him privately trying to do a few Dritsekt with a few other friends, they didn't quite have the right chemistry with a few other people, at least from what I can tell. Until he and I tried it, and we're like, okay, we have pretty good chemistry for doing this. So let's go ahead and make a channel and start doing this. So we did, and thus Dritsekt was born. And Dritsekt is I believe it's either I'm pretty sure it's Norwegian, but it could be Swedish. But they're so close, it's not too much of a difference. But Dritsekt directly translates into English as asshole, or maybe not directly translates in English, but it basically in English Dritsekt means asshole. So we're like, okay, Dritsekt works. And then we decided to have an ostrich as our icon. Because
I remember that.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
It's actually it's actually Norwegian for shitbag.
Shitbag, that was it. That was a shitbag, and then that just loosely translates into asshole or something.
Wow.
Yeah, so we picked up our shit and made our own Dritsekt and did quite well for a while until we kind of got tired of it, because you get really tired of watching bad Let's Plays, and so tired to the point that Chris actually quit the channel and quit his own channel. And now Patrick and I are supposed to take it over, and we haven't quite done a good job of that yet.
Because you're being lazy.
I know.
Well, whenever you do decide to do it, I find it very, very hilarious for what it is. And someone's trying to... What the hell is trying to get me? Oh, well...
Come on, boy.
Okay. Well, I remember not too long ago... you actually did a Dritsekt of me. Well, not so much Dragon Ball, but I know that you and Chris
and
did.
myself, yeah.
And
it was the most Jewish LP around. Well, not like that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That was the title of the video. I remember that specifically.
yes, and I remember
I came up with the title for that because I remember in the video you just said, well, not like that, but you know what I mean, like 3 times, and I was like, okay, that's funny.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's kind of like my catchphrase.
Well, not like that, but you know what I mean. I should probably get my pop filter for this, but keep talking.
Probably. Anyway.
If I do remember correctly, you were doing Kirby's Adventure as on like the Wii, but it wasn't like a star bot. You had like a little emulator, wasn't something like homebrew on it. The Kirby's Adventure. And Chris and Jordan were having a field day after you said, "Well, I got robbed, guys." So, and they made a joke. Well, I got robbed, guys. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to record a Let's Play. Not inform the police. I'm just going to record a Let's Play.
What? You thought it was like that?
We no, Chris and I made jokes about that, I believe, in there, because
Yeah.
that we were actually shocked that you were going on about, like, you know, I don't know if this is a personal subject at the time, but I guess since this isn't a video of yours, it's public enough to talk about here. But you're at the time you were going on about being robbed and whatnot, and you're like, yeah, I don't really have anything. My computer's missing, so this is the only way I can record a Let's Play. And Chris is just like, all right, mate, you're not supposed to record a Let's Play after you've fucking gotten robbed. You're supposed to report it to the police and get your shit back, and then record Let's Plays, not record them before. We just had a field day with that.
Yes, I was like, oh my good lord.
And just so all you viewers know that none of this is never in an attempt to offend anybody. It's done in a satirical manner.
Oh,
It's
wow.
just to be it's funny, but in a harsh kind of way.
Well, about that.
Yeah. Oh, we know about that. We'll go on about that later.
Yeah, a little bit later.
Yeah. Just to answer some questions about that, or just to clear it up. What really happened was, yeah, I got myself a new computer, but when I filmed it, I did not have a computer at the time, and that by the time I did, okay, there we go, finally I answered it. But by the time I did, that's when I finally decided to do the fancy graphics that I just did in the intro and everything
Let's watch
like
the
that.
Brady Bunch.
Let's watch the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, that theme that came from a game show, and I thought, you know what, that would be cool for me to use it, but I kind of.
Oh my good lord.
Yes, but it turned out well considering it was done ghetto style.
Yeah. Webcam, or actually, you did that with your phone.
Yeah, I did it with the phone just because I figured I had no other way to do it at the time.
Yeah.
But for what it was, I enjoyed it for what it was. But
It makes me think. Did it sound anything like this?
Oh my good lord.
Alright, guys, welcome back to Let's Watch the Brady Bunch.
Let's watch the Brady Bunch.
Did it start out anything like that? I think it did.
yes, it
Yeah.
did.
Mate.
Wow. Yes, thanks for bringing back a lot of great memories.
Oh, no
That was, like,
problem.
over a year ago.
I bet
It's not
that totally wasn't a traumatic experience for you or anything.
what was that like? What was that like? Fucking, I don't know. Not like 6-9 months ago.
9 months, probably, yeah, roughly. Beginning of last year, roughly, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I knew there was. Because apparently, it's a true story. They actually had original retro praise that are not on the channel anymore.
Yeah, we revamped the channel, or redid the channel at one point. I forgot to mention that. We started out and did a few good ones here and there. I think we kept some of them, but then wound up getting rid of them. But they were basically like not too good. And that was because we were first starting out and didn't quite have our personalities set for what roles we wanted to take, who was more harsh and who was just freak out. And after we got that down and decided to start recording again, we were like, okay, well, let's clean up the channel, get rid of the old shit, upload new shit, and we did.
Wow, that's just incredible. And then let's see.
Yeah, it was uploaded February 7th, 2015. So yeah, beginning of the year. That was around the time that Chris was still free. Back when he didn't have real life stuff interfering. He had plenty of time.
Yeah. I thought so. And then, but I'm trying to think about how we each met each other. Like, for example, Dragon Ball. I remember the very first time I met you, it was through Fire Kitty.
Yes, I know.
And my question is, any thoughts on Fire Kitty herself?
I haven't talked to her in like over a year at this point. I doubt she remembers me, but oh well. I really doubt.
Well, if it wasn't for her, I never would have found you. That's the sad truth.
And then you would have found me sooner or later because of Dritssekk.
Yeah, probably.
Or
Maybe.
Or because of a certain person that fancies himself a prince.
Oh, good lord.
Certain person at Wait, what? You're talking about me?
No.
I said,
Oh. Okay,
I said a
thought-
certain prince.
You autistic?
Okay, yeah, that prince. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. I
Well,
thought you were saying
you
like I
special boy?
fancy. Okay, yeah.
You're not a prince.
No, I know. I thought you said fancies like as in prefers a prince, not like refers to myself as a prince.
no.
I didn't know that's what you meant.
I know.
Not like that, but you know what I mean.
Oh my goodness.
You're... That is funny as heck. But let's see. And then as far as how I met you, JazawaToad, I met you through the frog, LP Grotus.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure we met through LP Grotus, and
God damn
the
it.
thing that's always gotten me is that I've always gotten a kick out of the whole time. I never like knew you like I just knew you from a distance for the most part. And what was it? I think it was last year, the year before. You've gone through and watching a few of my old series or something, and you just randomly comment, "We meet again, my toady brother," or "Hello, my toady brother." We meet again, my toady brother. And it was always my toady brother on Twitter and everything.
Well, I was just going on about it because
I
you're
know.
JazawaToad and I'm the blue toad.
Exactly.
But I mean, I started picking you up again in terms of like watching your videos again. Like I was watching your ending series on Mario Kart Wii.
Oh yeah, the Wi-Fi month. That was actually really good. I'm glad. I'm still very proud of that because that was a good series. The Mario Kart Wii Last Hurrah. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, the last Raw.
Yeah.
That
When was that even
was.
recorded?
Huh?
Like, when was that even, like, made and recorded and all that shit?
Back right like the month before or a couple months before the Wi-Fi servers went down for Nintendo. So that was probably about 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Let me check the video upload dates. The first upload date was May 17th, 2014, so it was probably about around that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I played a few rounds.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, okay, that wasn't supposed
That's
to.
loud, boy.
Yeah, sorry, I thought it paused it. Anyways, proceed.
Yeah, I enjoyed that series, and I enjoyed the one time that you beat a Crazy Daisy. I think it was on
Oh, yeah, and Paper Mario.
in Paper Mario.
Paper-
That was the highlight of the whole thing because it was like I probably would never be able to beat it. Not because I would not be good. I just thought it's very hard to get one.
Oh, what, the Amazing Daisy?
Yeah, the Amazing Daisy. I'm sorry.
Fun fact about the Amazing Daisy is that you can grind those and literally infinitely grind them until you get to level 27, which is the max level in the game, and you have full health, full flower power, and full badge power. You just literally grind them, and it takes 2 of them to fully level up. Wow. So you can grind those infinitely. At the time, I didn't know that, but I learned that recently.
That's incredible.
Very.
Yeah, and it's weird because usually enemies don't really respond that much, but they always do. You just always got to keep exiting on and off screen, but they run away. Like, they have like high defense, and they always run away within like the first or second turn. So it's very hard to kill them. So you have to be like get the perfect first strike, which usually was like a double bounce, like when Mario jumps up, does like ground pound or.
I think that also helps is the dizzy spin or whatever, where it makes them like dizzy when you spin attack them. And start the battle because they're dizzy for that one. Then they're just like, oh, that's a whole turn you have extra before they can run away.
Wow.
I didn't use that at all.
Yeah.
Actually, I never used the spin. I just ground pounded them. Used Mario's like powerful ground pound, and then Bombette's bomb, and then just killed it.
Yep. But yeah, so there's your fun fact about that.
That's pretty cool.
Be real, like Paper Mario is like one of the best 64 games. I'd say I even like it better than Ocarina of Time, to be honest.
Yes.
That's saying something there.
And fun fact, he's sending me my very first my final physical copy of the game because I haven't had one since I was like 2 years old.
Paper Mario?
Yeah, like I haven't had a physical copy of the game since I was like 2.
You mean when you were just a little Jazawa?
Yeah, like
I
was just a wee little tadpole Jazawa, and Jazawa tadpole, if you will. And that was the last time I played the game. At least like on actual N64 hardware.
Yes.
Man, I think the last time I ever had my Nintendo 64 was probably 2004, 2005. And then
Actually, keep going. Sorry.
well, I don't. Oh yeah, that's right. I actually I didn't sell it. I think it was my mom who without my permission just took it and then just sold it.
Ooh.
That was I was quite upset about that because they're very hard to find these days.
Yeah. I've actually had at one point I had like 3 N64s. I think 4 in total. One was broken, 3 were working mostly. The first one I fixed up and cleaned up, got it working again, and sent it to a really good old friend of mine that I used to talk to. And then the second one I fixed up and gave to my girlfriend at that time. And the third one was actually, now that I think about it, that was my original N64 that I had when I was a kid. And the two, like, controller socket 1 and 2 on the console were, like, really, like, basically broken. They were chipped away and really messed up to where it wouldn't detect a controller. So, but otherwise the console worked fine. So, on the non-working N64 that had something else wrong with it that they couldn't fix, I took off the controller sockets on the non-working one and disattached the broken ones from the working N64 and put on the new replacements. Just soldered them on, and boom, worked fine. Basically, took parts from an old non-working one to fix a broken-ish working one. If that makes sense.
Combine the two of them.
In other words, you took what worked from one and put it in the one that was working the best, other than the problems that it was. So in other words, you had to sacrifice one N64 to have one that worked fine or worked perfectly.
Yes, and then I gave that one to my sister, which she still has, and it still works just fine.
That's awesome. I just wish again, my mother didn't sell it without my permission. Like I was fuming for the longest time. I'm happy that I was able to get some of the games on the Wii or the Wii U.
Yeah.
But there's nothing like actually getting the actual game. Like one game that I really wanted to get was Mario Party 3.